Madara Uchiha versus Hidden Leaf clans. I don't know what they would even be arguing about. Is this the original Hidden Leaf clans? Can't be, because I see Sasuke, Naruto, Sakura, Hatake in the back. I'm like,
we going higher and higher, higher, until we on top.
let's see what they're discussing today.
My name is Madara Uchiha. I am a legendary leader of the Uchiha clan. My name is Madara Uchiha. I am a legendary. My name is Madara Uchiha.
Who the hell did he say? That's what he said. Madara Uchiha?
My name is Madara Uchiha. I am a legendary leader of the Uchiha. My name is Madara Uchiha.
Who? What?
My name is Madara Uchiha. I am a
Nah, G, you gotta fix that. I said, hell nah.
Legendary leader of the Uchiha clan. And today, I am surrounded by 20 people from every clan of the Hidden Leaf.
I said, why did they just, like, Itachi's in the Uchiha clan, Sasuke's in the Uchiha clan, like...
My first claim is simple. The village system we built, the very one you hold so dear, Hashirama, is nothing more than a...
The shinobi system is a cycle of self-deception and child labor. He's not wrong about that. It's always been that way, but it's always been that way. What is he talking about? I said they was fighting when they was kids, and then they started promoting kids, and like the story of Naruto, like they're getting at 13. Like, what 13-year-old are you going to trust to save the world? And then in Naruto Shippuden, he's 16. He's like 16, 17. So like, what the, like, he's not wrong. Like, they're not even of age.
Structured way to send children to die while pretending it's for peace.
Madara, old friend, you're looking at it all wrong. I mean, before the village, children didn't even reach their teens. We created a place where they could grow, where they could have a future.
A future?
I said they didn't even reach their teens, and now they're reaching their teens and they're dying. So they went from childhood slaughter to teenage slaughter.
You mean a future where they are ranked by their ability to kill? Where we put them in teams of 3 and send them on missions to settle the petty squabbles of lords who don't even know their names?
Them damn feudal lords.
It's about cooperation.
Is that right?
The will of fire is passed down. It's the light that...
It says, even though Hashirama talks about cooperation, the Hidden Leaf's history shows something different. It fought in 4 great shinobi world wars, trained orphans to become secret operatives en route, taught kids under 12 how to kill by studying human weak
it guides the next generation. We gave them a home, Madara. A place where they aren't just soldiers, but brothers and sisters.
Our brothers and sisters? Who are taught that loyalty to the village comes before loyalty to their own blood?
Madara, come on.
Didn't stop.
That sounds like America, America. I don't know the words to the song. In brotherhood, we run the hood from sea to shining sea. Did he just say that they were the Americans?
The war, Hashirama. You just moved the battlefield inside a fence and gave it a flag. You traded the chaotic violence of the warring states for a cold, institutionalized violence that asks children to smile while they sharpen their blades.
You're focusing only on the shadow, not the tree.
What's the tree?
Yes, there is still fighting, but now we fight for something bigger than a clan name. We fight for each other.
No. You fight to maintain a status quo that benefits the few at the top. You were so desperate to stop the burying of children that you built a system that simply waits until they're 12 to bury them.
What are you talking about?
Your light is just the glare of a burning forest, Hashirama. I mean, you chose your brother and your village over the only family I had left.
That's crazy.
You traded the blood of the Uchiha for a shaky truce that fell apart the moment you died.
I did what was necessary for the greater good. I would have killed my own child, or even you, to protect the dream of the leaf.
You know what the crazy thing is? The second Hokage fucked everything up after he died.
And that is why your dream is a nightmare. A peace that requires you to kill your own heart isn't peace, it's just a different kind of war.
Ooh.
I knew we should have kept you sealed. Your mere presence is a threat to this...
Bro, I know this racist boy not talk. Wait, why the fuck are we talking? That's 2 people from the Senju clan. Why the hell is it versus 20 clan members and he's talking to 2 Senjus? Hashirama Senju, Tobirama Senju. What the like?
Stability of the state.
Ah, the architect of the police force. Tell me, how did your stability work out for my clan? You moved them to the outskirts, watched them from the shadows, and wondered why they became
I
restless.
gave the Uchiha a role. I gave them a purpose within the infrastructure of the Leaf.
No, he didn't. He ostracized them, moved them out, and he let Anbu watch them. The Anbu.
Gave them a leash. You feared the power of our eyes because
It says Tobirama made the Uchiha the police force, which worked well on paper, but in reality, it pushed him away from real political power and made the public blame. Wait, and made the public blame and resent them? Oh, okay. Yeah, nobody really fuck with the police anyways. I said, if you like the police, you're a lot like, you like structure? You like the government? You like police? You like the police? Nah.
you couldn't control it. You created a system of segregation and called it integration.
The Uchiha are a clan possessed by evil. Your emotions dictate your power.
That's a good point. Yes, I can see that. I said that's how you get the Sharingan, Mangekyo Sharingan, Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan.
It's a biological risk to the
And
village.
your logic led to a child slaughtering his entire family to prevent a coup that your policies created.
Hey, yo. I said, I know he's not talking about Itachi.
You didn't save the village from the Uchiha. You saved the village from having to look in
I
the mirror.
built the foundation, so you either need to be clear or stay clear. You know what I'm saying, Madara?
Oh, I hear you. If the foundation is built on the corpses of your own citizens, it deserves to be ash.
The ash of one clan is a small price to pay to keep the forest from burning entirely.
I said, they sure keep talking about that forest.
You speak of corpses, but without the village, the body count would be immeasurable.
The calculated body count is still a massacre, Tobirama. You just put it on a ledger and called it state security.
Someone has to make the hard choices while you and my brother live in a fantasy world. The Uchiha were a volatile variable in a delicate equation.
An equation where the answer always equaled our subjugation. You didn't just fear our volatility, you feared our clarity.
Your clarity is just arrogance masked as enlightenment.
We
I said, Tobirama is just a racist disguised as righteous. Like, come on.
saw through the illusion of your perfect
You
system.
equate your personal dissatisfaction with a systemic failure. The system works only for those who are willing to compromise.
Compromise? You mean submission?
Yeah, I said that's what the government is. I'm like, Madara Uchiha is mad that they created the government. Every fucking country has a government.
The village doesn't ask for cooperation. It demands total assimilation. Anyone who steps out of line is branded a traitor and dealt with in the shadows.
The government?
Every civilization requires a shadow to cast a
And
light.
in your desperate attempt to fight monsters, you institutionalized the monstrous.
The Anbu, the policies, they are necessary evils to protect the innocent from monsters like
You
you.
built a machine that runs on paranoia and child soldiers, and you dare to call it a sanctuary.
It is a sanctuary. It is the only thing standing between humanity and absolute chaos. We gave the world a blueprint for
Your
order.
blueprint is drawn in blood. You traded the chaos of the battlefield for the quiet, suffocating oppression of a police state.
A police state that survived for generations. Tell me, what did your philosophy ever build, Madara?
I am not trying to...
Nothing, but a legacy of rogue ninja and ruined landscapes.
Madara Uchiha.
What motherfucking clan is Rock Lee a part of? The Lee clan? Bruce Lee? Metal Lee? Jet Lee? Like,
You speak as if everything is decided by birth and eyes. But I am here to prove that through the power of youth and hard work, a failure can surpass
Hard
a genius.
work.
what the hell does that have to do with the singular fucking first claim that Madara Uchiha made? What the fuck is Lee talking about? Was the first claim not that the village was built on child labor?
You've spent your entire life training to kick things because you lack the talent for anything else.
wow.
Keep it in mind. You are the embodiment of the Leaf's cruelty. A boy who broke his own body to be a tool for a system that never
That is
valued
not
it.
true. Guy-sensei believed in me. My friends believed in me.
I said, yeah. I said, if you can make anybody believe anything if that's all they grow up knowing. So I said, expand your mindset. I said, don't take everything as facts. Do your own research. Like, not mistrust everything, but question everything.
The Leaf is a place where even someone like me can find a path.
A path to where? Exactly.
To the dirt.
To a hospital bed?
Despite the hard work beats talent theme, Rock Lee has never actually defeated a major antagonist in a 1v1 battle during the series. His primary narrative role has been to demonstrate the overwhelming power of his opponents before being rescued by geniuses like Kakashi or Gaara. Damn, that's crazy.
I remember you at the Chunin exams. You dropped those weights and felt like a god for 5 minutes. Only
It
to
is
end
the effort that counts. The spring of youth never ends as long as you keep moving forward.
You are a tragic joke, Lee. You worship the very system that forced you to compensate for your defects with agonizing labor.
I am not a joke.
You are disabled though, and he's not wrong. Like, damn. Am I agreeing with Madara Uchiha? Like, am I agreeing with Madara Uchiha?
I am a leaf of the hidden leaf. My fire burns hotter than your cold dreams.
Your fire. Once it breaks, you'll realize you're just an old man with bad joints and no legacy, while my eyes have seen the beginning and the end of
A
time.
legacy is not about living forever. It is about the people you inspire while you are here. Even if my body breaks, the seeds of my effort will bloom in the next generation.
Seeds planted in a graveyard. You sacrifice your limbs so another child can grow up to sacrifice theirs.
Bro, that's crazy.
It is pathetic relay race where the baton is just shared trauma.
Sure, you can call it trauma, but it is LOV. Guy Sensei taught me that protecting what is precious is worth any pain.
L-O-V-E-E-E-E and affection.
I would rather live a short, brilliant life defending my comrades than an eternity in a fake world.
You romanticize
You can look down on my efforts all you want, but the sweat and tears I shed are real.
my life.
Okay, what the fuck did his claim have to do with anything? Like, what did he even talk to Lee for?
Last claim is that reality is a failure.
The Infinite Tsukuyomi is the only logical solution to human suffering. Now, can we actually talk about this for a second? The Infinite Tsukuyomi doesn't really sound as bad as they made it out to seem. So, you mean to tell me that people can live in a dream state in eternity, never die, and they're just feeding the tree? Like, I don't see why that's bad. I'm like, I never have to have any pain, angst, turmoil. Like, I don't have to suffer loss. I can just live. I don't know. Maybe that sounds like he said I don't have to struggle. I might have been rocking with it a little bit. I don't know, but the way he went about it was just all fucked up. He didn't explain it to people like that.
Humans are incapable of understanding one another. Therefore, the only way to achieve true peace is to give everyone their own perfect world.
Bullshit. People.
Bro, that nigga came quick.
The only way to achieve true peace is to give everyone their own perfect world.
Bullshit. People need to struggle and grow together.
Struggle. Tell that to the orphans in the Rain Village. Tell
I said, shit, he's an orphan.
that to the people whose homes were leveled during your heroic battles. Your growth is paved with the bones of people who didn't want to be part of your story.
But we're finally working together now. All the nations are.
First of all, why the fuck does Naruto have a blue headband on with the fucking black and orange gear? Like, what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is this guy? That's not Naruto.
United. The war showed us that we have the same heart, no matter where we're from.
Only because you had a godlike threat to fear. The moment
Ooh.
I am gone, or the moment a new threat vanishes, they will go back to arguing over borders and resources. Your unity has a shelf life, Naruto. You think you've changed the world because you shared a few memories through chakra?
It's more than that. I grew up here. My whole life I've seen the look in people's eyes. They don't want to fight anymore.
They don't want to fight today, but when the winter is long and the food
It says, in history, the 5 great nations only come together when the world is about to be destroyed. Peace is rare, not normal. Most wars started because of money, problems, and land disputes, and simple talks never fixed them. Only a global threat forced them to stop fighting for a while. That's correct.
is scarce, or when a neighboring village develops a jutsu that makes yours look obsolete, those eyes will look for targets.
I won't let
You
that
are-
happen. I'll make sure everyone understands each other. I'll become Hokage and show them.
With what?
They said he became the
Make sure everyone understands each other. I'll become Hokage and show them.
With what?
I never give up.
You'll die, your son will inherit your mess, and the cycle will start again. In my world, no one dies, no one loses a child, everyone wins.
I mean, who would even buy this shit?
You're just
I would.
a lonely old man who couldn't handle the real world. Basically, from your claim, you want to force everyone into a dream because you were too weak to live in reality.
I know this isn't the person talking about weak. I know Sakura's not talking about weakness right now. I know this isn't the character that's talking about being weak right now.
Weak?
I stood against the world and won. I am the only one brave enough to admit that reality is beyond nothing. Tell me, Sakura, in your reality, how many times have you been left behind?
Ooh.
How many times have you watched the people you love hurt each other?
Ooh.
That's part of life.
I said, but what Madara is saying, it doesn't have to be.
We heal. I'm a medical ninja. I know that pain is part of the process of getting stronger.
Why should there be a process?
Like, that's his whole point.
Are you serious?
Why should a child have to feel the pain of a blade to learn a lesson?
Even though Sakura is highly skilled in medical ninjutsu, her role is more of a temporary fix to a bigger problem. She heals injured fighters, but that mainly keeps the system of constant fighting going instead of solving why people are getting hurt in the first place. Yep, it says reactive, Avengers type shit, they're avenging. Is there pre-Vengers? Is there a pre-Venger? I said,
You worship suffering as if it's a teacher.
Very hilarious.
It's not.
We have friends in love, and you don't.
Unfortunately, I have the truth. Do you wish to know?
Oh, please.
You've got a husband who disappears for years at a time, and a village that's always one bad day away from being wiped out by the next god that shows up.
that's not peaceful.
In the Infinite Tsukuyomi, Sasuke never leaves. Your parents are safe, and there is no need for hospitals.
Well, we both know that's bullshit, right?
We never know unless you try.
Oh, you.
What is
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when they had the Infinite Tsukuyomi, I'm like, there's a lot of good dreams in there. Like, they showed a lot of dreams.
wrong with these people?
Sorry about that. I've heard enough. You talk about my grandfather's dream as if it's a failure just because it isn't perfect.
100%.
But you're nothing more than a coward who abandoned the responsibility of building something real.
Coward? I am the one offering the world salvation.
I said, he genuinely, like Madara Uchiha genuinely thinks that getting rid of everybody's suffering by putting them all to sleep and sleeping and dreaming forever is the solution. You can't tell him that he's wrong.
You are the one who spent years in casinos and bars because you couldn't handle the reality of losing the people you loved.
Ooh.
And you're a doctor who can't heal the world, so you settle for bandaging its wounds.
Those wounds prove we're alive. Just know, we don't need a perfect dream where nothing goes wrong. We need the strength to keep going when everything does.
Oh, right. You are the granddaughter of a man who was too soft to do what was necessary. And yet, you possess none of his power. You're from a time that's dying out.
No.
They said, yeah. I said, for whatever reason, they got weaker. They regressed.
Oh, but
I mean, look at your village. It's been destroyed more times than I can count. Tell me, how many more Hokages have to die before you realize the throne is just a target?
it doesn't matter how many times it's destroyed, because we will always rebuild it. And that is what you never understood.
That's the issue. Y'all keep rebuilding it. It's like if they knocked down the Twin Towers and we built up the Twin Towers again, they gonna come for the shit again. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can kind of understand that logic.
The leaf isn't a building or a person. It's the spirit of the people who refuse to give
Spirit
up.
doesn't stop a meteor, Tsunade.
Oh my god. It says, when Tsunade was Hokage, pain destroyed the Hidden Leaf village and turned it into a crater. In the Fourth War, the village wasn't destroyed again, but things got even worse. The Infinite Tsukuyomi was activated and trapped almost everyone in the world. This supports Madara's claim that the village system can't truly protect people from world-ending threats.
Spirit didn't save your brother or your lover. You're just gambling with the lives of the next generation, hoping this time the dice rolled.
I'll beat my life on the next generation. I don't care. That is my ninja way, and it was my grandfather's
Then
too.
you'll die, as he did, clinging to a dream while the world continues to rot around you.
Ooh! Ooh! Damn! Madara really did hit this Jubilee. So to summarize, Madara Uchiha might have been cooking with the Infinite Tsukuyomi, and I don't understand why it was so bad. Maybe I gotta rewatch Naruto for the third time, but rewatch Naruto again and see what he was actually talking about, because I don't actually think that being in the dream state would be all that bad. I'm like, who wants to suffer? You know what I mean? I'm like, they're fighting for their right to suffer. They're fighting for the right to be poor. They're fighting for the right to be ingrates. Like, I don't understand it. I'm like, when he explains it like that, it makes no sense why everyone's fighting so hard to resist the Infinite Tsukuyomi.
Shame me? Y'all niggas can't shame me. Y'all don't know I don't give a fuck already? Y'all can't shame my nigga. Y'all got me fucked up.
What's your name?